Okay, fine. So I think in yesterday's class we solved special case 2 as well as a problem based on your finding the range of k to check whether system is stable or not. So we'll move on with two more different types of problem what we can expect in this. Then tomorrow onwards we will go with the root locus concept. So I think I have given few problems for you to solve. Is it done? Everyone? Is it done, guys? The problems what I gave yesterday on special case 2, I think one problem on your stability, finding the range of k. So shall we proceed?
Sir.
Okay. So just make a note of the next type of problem. I hope bold is fully visible. If it is not visible, let me know, guys. Okay. So go with next. So you have 2 to 3 different types of problem what you can expect. So we'll try to analyze that today. So that will complete your RH criterion. Okay. Read on the question. Hold on. Given a characteristic equation, s power 6 plus 4 s power 5 plus 3 s power 4. Is it visible? Is it visible what I'm writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So minus 16x s square minus 64s plus 5s plus 6 equal to 0. Plus 6 equal to 0. So this is a given characteristic equation. So question, just make a note, I'll repeat. S power 6 plus 4 s power 5 plus 3 s power 4 minus 16 s square minus 64s plus 5s. Just to change the question, it's minus 48s. Just a small change. Just hold on. So 6 power x plus 4 s power 5, 3 s power 4 minus 16 s square minus 64s minus 48. Just change it. So just change it last two sentence. So minus 48 equal to 0. Okay. So for this, so the thing you are supposed to calculate, just make a note. Find the number of roots. See, such type of problem you are not went till now. Find the number of roots for the above equation. Find the number of roots for the above equation with positive real part, with a positive real part, with a 0 real part, and with negative real part. So it's a 10 marks question. So this is an extra thing you're supposed to calculate apart the things what you learned in the previous class. Okay. So you need to find the number of roots required for this characteristic equation with respect to positive real part, 0 real part, and negative real part. So it's a 10 marks question. So it's very, very important. So it is having little bit slight difference compared to previous problem. Shall we proceed? Question is over?
Yes.
Okay. So stick on to the procedure. So how you used to solve? Same manner. So check out a tabular column, a RH array. So the maximum things what you can get, s power 6, s power 5, s power 4, s square. So whatever things are there, only that much you are supposed to take. So cube is not there and square is there, right? Okay, s power 4 and s power cube, s square. We'll check out. So what are the coefficients you have? So it's 1, 4, 3, minus 16, minus 64, minus 48. So this is what the coefficients. Anything missed out? Okay, just one set. Look at here. So A0, A1, A2 is there. A3 is missing, right? So S cube is missing, right? Yes or no? So you're not supposed to write directly, you're supposed to write the missing terms as 0. I'll repeat. If you observe the equation, so this is one change from to previous problem. 6 is there, power 5 is there, 4 is there, so write 1, 4, 3. But since it doesn't consisting of cube here, so since it doesn't consisting of cube here, so you need to replica with 0. So don't write straight away with the minus 16 and minus 64 as I wrote. So which terms are not there, retain as 0. Okay. Then again followed by minus 16, minus 64, minus 48. So this term is not there, means it is equal to 0. So is it okay with the things what I wrote, the first two rows, everyone? So only one change is what? In this equation, s cube is not there. So that missing term we have filled with 0. Is it okay till here? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now tell me what is the answer for this B1. So how to do? 4 into 3 minus 1 into 0 divided by 4. What's the answer? So it's 12 by 4, nothing but 3. Okay. Next. My voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just a second. Let me increase the volume. Okay, fine. Yeah. What is next answer? So I want to get this answer. So it's 4 into minus 16 minus of 1 into minus 64 divided by 4. How much?
0.
0.
Pardon? What's the answer?
0.
0.
0. Good. So you got 0 here. Next. So 4 into minus 48 minus 0 divided by 4. How much?
Minus 48.
Minus 48. Good. So you hope you're understanding, right? So till here, any doubts if you have, you can ask, guys. Otherwise, let's proceed. Is it okay? Similarly, get me answer for this. So it's 3 into 0, 0. Again 4 into 0, 0. So I'm going to get the answer as 0 only. Correct? Again 3 into minus 64 minus of minus plus 4 into this divided by 3. What's the answer? Say I told you to write a thing sideways. Check out and fill the answer here. So don't write the answer blindly. Write the terms 3 into minus 64 minus 4 into minus 48 divided by 3. How much? How much?
0.
Is it 0?
Yes, sir. 0.
Good. So this is going to be 0. So it means I hope next also 0 only, because 3 into 0, 4 into 0. So this is also 0. So now we got a condition where your routes array failed. So I got all the rows as 0. So what condition is this called as?
Special case 2.
Good. So you need to apply your special case 2. So I hope you remember the procedure, right? So how to apply special case 2? So let me write that side. So special case 2, guys. So just check out, is it visible what I'm writing? So what is the procedure I told? Whichever row, complete row, if you got 0, above row you're supposed to write an auxiliary equation. So the denotation is A of S is equals to. Okay. So what is the auxiliary equation now? It's 3s power 4 minus 48 kata equal to 0. And I told you the hint that always auxiliary equation should be order of even number, right? Okay, then what is step number 2? You need to differentiate that auxiliary equation. So after differentiation, what is the answer you're going to get? Divided by ds
cube
is equals to. So it is a 24s cube. Everyone, is it okay till here? Is it okay, guys? Any doubts?
12.
Pardon? 12, huh? Yeah, sorry, 12. So it's 3 4s are 12, correct. So 12 s cube. Okay, na? So 12 s cube. Good. Next. So what is the next step? So step number 3, you need to build a new table, right? So build a new table, everyone. So let me write in this itself. So after writing new table, what is the thing you're going to get? So I need to replace this with what? I need to replace this with what? The coefficient of your differentiation answer, that is 12. So I got 12 here. Correct? So let's proceed. So to get this answer, so 12 into 0. So I hope you got 0 here. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it okay till here? Similarly, next also 12 into this minus of this 0. So is it going to be 0 only? Is it okay till here? Everyone, is it
Yes,
fine?
sir.
Shall we proceed? So tell me what is the next row answer now? So I want to fill this answer. So
0.
it's 12 into 0, again this is going to be 0. Next, 12 into minus 48 divided by 12. How much?
Minus 48.
Good. So minus 48. So remaining 0 only. So now tell me what condition it is. See, in the same problem, we have got 2 special cases. That is why I told this problem is different from the previous category. See, in the same problem, we have solved special case 2 also. Now we got a condition where I need to get my special case 1 also. I've understood the way to solve the problem of Raoult's array now. Is it okay? So now you can see that, right? The first element in the first column, in this column, the first element is 0, and in the same row, we have one non-zero element, minus 48. So this comes under special case 1. So I taught you 2 methods, whichever you feel comfortable, go with that. So if I replace this with sigma, with respect to epsilon, right? We are replacing this with epsilon. Okay. So then check out what is the answer. So you can check out aside, whether you want method 1 or method 2, it's left to you. Ultimate thing is you want to solve the answer, because here there is no specific thing. You want to add method 2 or method 1. So go ahead with whichever you feel comfortable. So if you feel comfortable by applying s is equal to 1 by z, substitute there and calculate, or directly you can take psi here. Okay. So if you take psi, what is the new answer now? What is the new answer?
576 by XL.
576 by psi. Permeability or epsilon symbol, psi symbol, sorry. Okay, na? Is it okay? So what is this answer? Any number divided by this after applying your limit. So I hope I taught you how to do the things. Apply epsilon tends to 0 for 576 divided by epsilon. What is the answer? Anything divided by 0?
Infinity.
Good. So is it positive infinity or negative infinity?
Positive.
Positive infinity. Good. So after this, so it's everything 0 only. So I can write this as 0, 0. I hope everyone got till here. I hope everyone got till here. Is that okay to everyone? So one
Yes,
problem is combining all the cases in one chart, correct? So special case 2 also done, special case 1 also done. So just have an awareness. In the same problem, if you get both the cases, then how to solve. What is last answer? So what is this answer?
Minus 48.
So this into this divided by, so I'm going to get minus 48. So now this answer you got as infinity. So what you are supposed to do now? Compare the first column. Check out the first column. Do you have any sign change?
Yes, sir.
So how many sign changes you can find, guys?
1, sir.
So if you look at the first column, that is what the procedure to check out stability, right? So if you look at here, so here plus infinity to minus 48 is the only one sign change, correct now? So since there is one sign change, and we can call system is
Stable.
unstable, correct? So even if we find any sign change, we can judge. See, even though you would have not found any sign change, since we found both case 1, case 2, this is unstable only. In that, we are supposed to prove whether it is marginally or not. Now the question is, we got clearly since sign change is there, it's unstable. So this is one part of the problem. Any doubts? Anyone till here? So this is nothing new. Only thing we did in this problem is both the cases we have got in one problem. That's all. So till here, if you have doubt, let me know. Let me repeat. Is it okay till here to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now, apart from this, so next part they have asked is you need to find something called negative roots, then zero real roots and positive real roots. Okay. So to find that, we'll go with some procedure. So before that, is it okay? Shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now we'll try to analyze with respect to positive real part. See, positive real part means what? With respect to your RHS. See, since it is unstable, everything comes under RHS category only, right? So if there is a S-plane, I'll just show you a hint. So if there is a S-plane here, so we know this is your real part and this is your imaginary part. Correct. So we have proved that it is unstable means RHS. So in this you need to show positive side values, negative side values and on zero values. You got the condition what we are supposed to calculate now, everyone? So on RHS side is unstable condition, right? So in this we have positive values also, negative values also and zeros values also. That is what you are supposed to check out. How many roots are present towards RHS with respect to positive, negative and zero real part. Understood? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since we got one sign change, you can make a note that one root in RHS of S-plane. So since there is one sign change, you can make one root in RHS of S-plane with is called as positive real part, which is called as positive real part. Just make a sentence, guys. So from the above, we proved it is unstable. Since it is having one sign change, that is one root in RHS. One root in RHS of S-plane with positive real part. So similarly, we need to calculate remaining zero also and negative also. So for that, we have to follow some procedure. So let's go ahead. Shall we continue? Is it okay? Everyone, is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now look at this. I think yesterday we got one problem where whether we want to get answer in terms of marginally stable or unstable. So what was the procedure we followed? We took the auxiliary equation, we equated to zero. Correct now? So then we try to implement that in the form of quadratic equation. Same way we'll try to find the roots. If we get the roots of non-repeated, we can conclude it is called marginally stable. If you find a repeated roots, it is called as unstable. Is it okay? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now go ahead with your auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation here itself, right? So let me consider this. So auxiliary equation equal to zero. So try to cover this in the form of quadratic form. So this is equal to zero. Okay. So what is the thing we taught yesterday? So we have to assume that S square is equals to y. Correct, guys? S square is equals to y. So from this, so what is y square equal to? You check out and tell me what is the answers.
Sir, we can write directly S is equal
Yes,
to
you can
plus
write
or
directly.
minus.
Good, you can write directly also. They see there is no need to apply quadratic formula only for this problem, because yesterday we had a concept like ax plus bx plus c. Then we wanted, but now directly we can write the answer. Correct? So I think it's 48 divided by 3. So how much is y
Plus
square?
or minus 2.
Y
is
square, I think, is it 16? Is it 16, guys?
Yes, sir.
Square. Correct, Apa?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So what
sir.
about y then? So therefore y I can take it as plus or minus 4. So it's 4 square, right? So plus or minus 4. Correct? So what I got is y, but what I want s. So from this, can you tell me what is the answers of s? After knowing y as plus or minus 4, what is the values of s now? Yeah? So first I will get, if I substitute plus 4, what's the answer? I'm going to get plus or minus 2. Correct?
Yes.
Correct,
Sir.
yeah. Similarly, for substituted y is equal to minus 4, we are going to get s is equals to plus or minus 2j. So is it what the two answers you got? Is it what the two answers you got?
Yes, sir.
See any doubts anyone till here? See, after finding the system is unstable, the extra thing they have asked is to get negative, positive and zero roots. So that is what we are going to calculate now. In order to find the positive roots, directly you can check out how many sign change. Since there is only one sign change, we can conclude one root towards your RHS of positive side. So then to find the remaining things, we are doing this thing what we did yesterday, same thing. We have got the two roots. You can look at here, plus or minus 2 and plus or minus 2j. Is it having repeated roots or same roots? Plus 2 minus 2, plus 2j minus 2j.
Not repeated.
Non-repeated.
Okay, fine. So now, what is the question? The question is you need to check out total roots. So we got that one root is present towards my positive real part. So now look at there, imaginary part is there, plus or minus 2j. Imaginary part is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So plus 2j and minus 2j. So I think I showed you explain. So do you think this imaginary exists as a positive real part? So this is my explain. So this is my imaginary and this is my real term. So we found one answer, that is RHS. So one positive side. So one pole is there. Okay. If you want real part, you can plot here. Real part. Positive side. Okay. Now we got plus 2j and minus 2j. So plus 2j comes here. Minus 2j comes here. So is it lying on your imaginary axis? Is it called as zeroth real part? Agree everyone?
Yes, sir.
Understood the logic how to find the positive, negative, zero real part. So negative I will teach you before going for that. So is it okay? Shall we proceed? So just make a note. Since s is equals to plus or minus 2j are the two roots. So we have found two roots there, right? So two roots on imaginary axis. On imaginary axis, that is nothing but zero real part. That is nothing but zero real part. Is it fine till here, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now listen carefully. In order to find the negative feedback, negative real root, you just need to make some formula here. Look at carefully. See, we just now found, I'll write here, positive roots, how many? 1. And 0 real roots, how many? 2. Then how to find the negative roots? A simple logic. So in order to find roots with negative real part, you need to check out what are the maximum roots I can obtain. So always remember the maximum roots will be indication with respect to my n values. So in the question, in the characteristic equation, which is a maximum n I have, is it equal to 6?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct now? So it means that totally there are 6 roots. Totally there are 6 roots as n is equal to 6. As n is equal to 6. Okay. If it is 5, assume that this is starting with s power 5, then you should choose the maximum roots or total number of roots are 5. So since in this problem s power 6, n is 6, we can choose n is equal to 6 here. Okay. So in order to calculate the negative real part, what you should do, you need to subtract your total roots with the two answers what you got earlier. So it means what? This can be written as 6 minus 2 minus 1. How much? How much?
3.
3. So now add all this. Is it equal to 6 only? Positive,
Yes,
0 and negative. Understood the logic or not, everyone? Am I clear with the things what I told you? How to find the zero real part, positive real part, negative real part. So to find zero real part, what you should do? You just check out there the roots if it is on the imaginary axis. Imaginary axis means what? With respect to your complex term. So from that we concluded that one is towards positive, one is towards negative. Totally you have two roots, and we got positive 0 as 1 because only one sign change is there. In order to check out the negative real part, what we did, I took a maximum or total number of roots present, that is n. How I wrote n is equal to 6? Because the question consisting of the maximum is 6. Hence, subtract that with two more answers what you got, then you are going to get a negative real part, that is equal to 3. If you check out positive, negative, 0, all combined will get you a same answer what was given the question. That is tells total number of roots are 6. In that 6, how much is towards positive, how much is on 0, and how much is towards negative is what they have asked you in the question. That is what we have solved here. Is that okay to everyone? Is that
Yes,
okay,
sir.
guys? So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So I will give one problem for you to solve on this same type. So same question. So only characteristic equation I'm going to change. So before going further, is it okay? Shall we proceed?
Sir, we should always take s square equals to y, sir.
Pardon? Always?
S square equals to y. We need to.
Yes. Yes. It's a condition in S plane. Always S square is equals to Y. Okay, now?
Okay, sir.
So is it fine? Shall we continue? So I think yesterday also we took same thing, right?
Yes, sir.
But yesterday it was like a quadratic equation, but here you're going to get a direct answer. That's all. That is the only change. So always S square plane. See how we know that with respect to your real part and imaginary part, we know complex term, right? J square is equal to -1. Same way in S plane, you should treat S square is equal to Y. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall we proceed?
Sir, doubt.
Yes, Anidhi?
Sir, can you repeat that positive, negative, and zeros?
Okay, I will repeat. See in this problem, how to find the positive real part. So the answer is simple. How much our sign change you are going to find from the new routes array. That itself is the answer. So in this problem, you got only one sign change. Agree?
Yes, sir.
That is why we wrote the positive real part as 1. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, zeroth real part indicates with respect to your imaginary axis. So zeroth real part means with respect to imaginary axis. How many imaginary values are there? To find that, we have chosen the quadratic equation that is equated to 0. We found two roots. I mean, totally you got 4 roots in this, correct now? So out of which, how many was towards imaginary? So it was 2. One was plus 2j and minus 2j. That is why we wrote number of zeros are equal to 2. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So now coming to last one, to check out the negative real part, what I told, see, you need to check out the maximum or total number of roots present in the characteristic equation. So it is says s power 6. So it means n is equal to 6. So this indicates the total roots. Total roots. Okay. See, here only you can get the answer, right? If you have total roots are 6, already I got 3 answers. So how many left out? So 3. So to get that 3, what I told, subtract this with the 2 more answers what you got earlier. Then from this you can conclude the number of roots present towards negative of. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Anybody else doubts with this concept? Make the thing simpler, guys. Check out the maximum roots, how much you have. If you have found already positive and 0, just subtract that. That's it. That is the final thing you can make, and that is what they've asked also. Is it okay? Shall I proceed?
Sir, Sir, just we need to find the number of roots. That's all, sir. No need to
Yes,
find
yes.
the value of that root.
No need to find. They have asked just to find the number of roots. Just a count. Count is enough. Is it okay now to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So next, let me give one question for you, so you can solve this. The same type. Only thing I am changing the characteristic equation. That's all, guys. So just look at the question. So they are given a characteristic equation. So P of S equals S power 6 plus S power 5 plus 5 S power 4 plus S cube plus 2S square minus 2S minus 8 equal to 0. So is it visible, guys? So this is the question I want you to solve as assignment. So you see, once I solve one problem, if you practice one more, then whatever doubts you have, you can rectify yourself. Okay. So S power 6 plus S power 5 plus 5 S power 4 plus S cube plus 2S square minus 2S minus 8 equal to 0. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? Shall I move on to last problem in this concept?
Yes, sir.
Good. So till here is one type of problem, and last type of problem is there where they are going to ask you to find the frequency of oscillation. Everything remains same. Only thing is you need to find the frequency of oscillation. That is the one extra fitting in the problem what we can find in RH. So that if you do means that will conclude your RH category. Okay. Just make a note of the question
Sir,
first.
it's muted.
Pardon?
Could not hear, sir.
Okay, I'll repeat what I told. I'm audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what I told. So till now what problem you have solved? So along with this there is one extra problem. Same thing, only thing extra is you need to find the oscillation of frequency. So for a system to be stable, after finding the roots, what are the oscillation with respect to frequency can happen. So that problem if you solve, that will conclude your RH problem. Then tomorrow we can go with a root locus. Is it okay? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, write on the question. The open loop transfer function of a unity feedback control system. Open loop transfer function of a unity feedback control system is given by G of S equals, so they are given G of S, write down G of S equals K divided by, see yesterday what you solved, it's same, finding range. So after this some extra thing you should do. So S plus 2 into S plus 4 into S square plus 6S plus 25. Visible, guys, what I wrote? G of S. So what you solved yesterday, same thing. So for this extra thing we are going to add, nothing new. So this is a question. So K by S plus 2, S plus 4, S square plus 6S plus 25. Okay. Obtain the range of K. Obtain the range of K for system stability. Obtain the range of K for system stability. So till here is what you have solved. So now the question what I am going to add, that is extra. So again marks remains 10 only. But on the question continue. What is the value of K? What is the value of K which gives marginally oscillation? I'll repeat. What is the value of K which gives marginally oscillation? Marginally oscillation. So you can add one more word, marginally also called as sustained. Sustained is a one more name you can expect, same for marginally. Marginally also they can give, or sustained oscillation. That is one part. Similarly, what is the oscillation frequency? What is the oscillation frequency? See, this last two question what I have added, that is the extra thing you need to solve for the same problem what you solved yesterday, finding a range of k. So have you got the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so go ahead. So tell me the range first. So check out what is the range. Stick on with the procedure. So 1 plus g of s into h of s is equal to 0. So this is a characteristic equation. So what is h of s in the question?
1.
1. So you can replicate the remaining as it is. So this part will remain as it is into 1. So now tell me what is a simplified answer for this. So we are trying to get the characteristic equation from the given g of s. Yeah, equate this and tell me what is the characteristic equation. Check out the LCM and tell me what is, you can look out here s square s. So I think you'll get s power 4. Correct? Multiply this and tell me what is the answer. S square plus 4s plus 2s plus 8. That you should multiply with this and check out what is the answer. Is it s power 4 plus 12s cube plus 69s square? Yeah, cross check with the answer what I'm writing. 198s plus 200 plus k. So I told don't make 200 separate, k separate. So both remains constant term. So is it what? A new characteristic equation you got, everyone? Is it correct what I wrote? Check out and tell me. So do a multiplication and take LCM and check out is it a final answer. Is it matching with your answers? You're doing? Check out and tell me answer.
Correct, sir.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
So others,
Yes.
is it okay? Shall we proceed? So once you got the characteristic equation, see getting this is one part. Then after that same procedure. So go with your new array. Only thing I need to find the range, that's all. Okay. So substitute this in the array table. So the values are 1, 12, 69, 198 and this is 200 plus k. So I told you already yesterday, don't take 200 and k separately, take together. Yeah, so what is the first answer? What is B1? So it's 12 into 69. Is it visible here what I'm written? Everyone? Is it visible? Okay. So 12 into 69 minus 1 into 198 divided by 12. How much? How much? Yeah. 50?
2.5.
Good. 52.5. Next. So 12 into 200 plus k minus 0 divided by 12. So is it 200 plus k only?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we got the answer. So remaining is going to be 0 only. What is next? So next 52.5 into 98 into this divided by this. How much? Multiply 52.5 into 198. What is the answer? Minus 12 into 200k plus 200 plus k whole divided by 52.5. How much here? You do that things aside, as I told you earlier. How much? 52.5 into 198 minus 12 into 200 plus k whole divided by 52.5. How much? Yes. What's the answer? Is it 7995 minus 12k? Is it what the answer you got? 7995 minus 12k divided by 52.5. Okay. So then next term, what is next term? It is going to be 0, correct? Because it's 52.5 into 0 and again minus 12 into 0, it's going to be 0 only. So what is last answer? So this term into this, it's minus 0. Is it 200 plus k only? Am I clear to everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, proceed now. So after finding this much, you can see the first column. So it is not having any values there. I need to check out what is that range. So how to do? As I said yesterday, compare the coefficient. So coefficient of S0. So from the coefficient of S0, it's 200 plus k greater than 0. Correct? So nothing but what? Can I write? K is greater than minus 200 or k less than 200. Is it okay? Everyone, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
similarly,
sir.
tell me what is the next range answer. So it's for s power 1 coefficient 7995 minus 12k divided by 52.5 greater than 0. See what we did yesterday, same thing, nothing new we're doing here. So I think this is going to be 0 and check out what is this answer. So what is the range? Is it like this? 12k less than 7995. So therefore I can take k is how much? 7995 divided by 12. Is it 666?
0.25.
Okay,
Yes,
na?
sir.
So therefore you can conclude, therefore the range of k will varies from minus 200 to 666.25. So this is my range of k. Is it okay till here? Is it okay till here?
Yes, sir.
Good. See, till here we have finished like how we did earlier. So now extra 2 questions what is added, that we will try to discuss now. Listen carefully. So they ask you to find what is the marginal values of k or sustained oscillation of k. So answer is simple. Just make a note. Find k such that it makes rows of s to the power of 1. Find k such that it makes rows of s to the power of 1 as rows of zeros, as rows of zeros. So the meaning is, let me write here. Statement you wrote, find k such that it makes rows of s power 1 as rows of zeros. Therefore, for marginal k or sustained k, therefore the marginal k or sustained k. So just take this equation and equate to 0. That is 7995 minus 12 point k equate to 0. That is the only thing you're supposed to do, guys. Nothing extra here. Just pick this s power 1 coefficient, equate to 0. So if you take that, from this whatever answer you're going to get, that itself is called as k margin oscillation or k sustained oscillation. How much is that? Is it 666.25? Understood or not? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? So this is the only thing you just need to add. That's it. A simple step. Just take the s power 1 coefficient and equate to 0. Whatever k you got, that itself is called as marginally values of k or sustained values of k required for oscillation. So then we want to find one more. What is the oscillation frequency range? Correct now? So to find that, we need to go with the previous procedure what you learned. The previous procedure says you need to go with your auxiliary equation. So listen carefully. So we made a condition that s power 1 rho is going to be 0, 0. Right? So how to write a marginal equation? Sorry, how to write auxiliary equation above this row. So above this row, what are the answers you had? So is it 52.5 followed by 200 plus k? See, I am telling you how to find the auxiliary equation, because in this problem we didn't get any rows of zeros, but we made an assumption that at s power 1, if I get all rows are 0, then the values of k margin is this 666.25. Similarly, they ask you to find the oscillation of frequency. So to find oscillation of frequency, we need to have an auxiliary equation. Then only I can get the roots, right? So to get that, what I am telling, if you choose s power 1 coefficient rho as 0, 0 above rho, that is what the procedure is to write, right? So from that you can build an auxiliary equation. So what is auxiliary equation now? So is it 52.5? What is that coefficient there? Is it s square? Look at the table and tell me. S square plus 200 plus k equal to 0. Is it fine till yet, everyone? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
So from this, can we get the coefficients directly or not? I want only s square. So we can get s square is equal to minus 200 plus k whole divided by 52.5. 52.5. So what is your k? You can substitute there. Whatever k margin you got, that itself is k. So just substitute that k as k margin in this and tell me what is your s now. So all known factors are given. Just substitute the values of k. That k should be k margin. Then check out what is the values of s. So minus 200 minus 666.25 divided by 52.5. For that, apply square root and tell me what is the answer. Yeah. Check out, is it plus or minus?
Plus or minus 2.5.
4.06.
J 4.06. Is it so? Everyone got the same answer? So S is equal to plus or minus J 4.06. So after getting this root as answer, you can conclude that hence the oscillation frequency is 4. Don't write complex term, just write 4.06 radians per second. I'll repeat, after getting the root, the final conclusion should be what is the oscillation frequency. Hence, the oscillation frequency is whatever answer you're going to get along with J, that itself is the answer. So 4.06 radians per second. So that concludes the problem. Any doubts, anyone? Is it okay till here what I told? Is it okay or not? Is it fine till here? So only the last two, K margin finding and finding oscillation, is what extra thing you need to understand. Apart from that, it remains same. Is it okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So that completes your RH category. On the same type, I will give one more problem. You try to practice this. If you have doubt, we can discuss tomorrow, or we'll go with your root locus concept. Okay. So then you can exit from the class. So it's 1 plus 0.4s into 1 plus 0.25s. So this is a question. So instead of giving 0.4s plus 1 and 0.25s plus 1, they are given 1 plus 0.4s into 1 plus 0.25s. So same problem, same question. You have to check out till the K margin as well as frequency of oscillation. Is it okay? Is it fine till here? You just make a note of the question. Is it visible? So K divided by S into 1 plus 0.4s into 1 plus 0.25s. So try to solve this one problem and previous one problem which I taught you. So that completes your RH array for 20 marks for the exam. So next class we will deal with your root locus. Okay. So if you need